The 9-to-5 job your parents or grandparents relied on for stability is no longer the gold standard. Instead, millions of people across the globe are piecing together their income from short-term gigs, freelance projects, online platforms, and now, even artificial intelligence-powered services. 1 in 3 Americans has already done gig work at some point, and the numbers are rising in every part of the world. This is not a small trend. This is an unseen revolution, quietly reshaping the fabric of our economies and our societies. So the question is this the future of work? And if so, are we ready for what it means? The gig economy is an economic model based on temporary, flexible work, generally managed through digital platforms. Instead of permanent, long-term jobs, people take on gigs or one-off assignments that are paid per task, trip, project, or service. The origin of the term gig comes from the music world, where it was used to refer to one-off performances. With digitalization, the term was extended to include freelance and commissioned work. The gig economy feels like freedom at first glance. You can drive for a rideshare app whenever you want. You can deliver meals on your bike. You can offer your skills on platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, or TaskRabbit. A marketing consultant can find clients globally instead of being limited to one city. A student can design logos in the evenings for small businesses in other countries. A parent can manage schedules, handle emails, or act as a virtual assistant for entrepreneurs, while still caring for children at home. The range of possibilities looks endless, and technology makes it so easy to jump in. You don't need to wait for a hiring manager to call you. You don't even need a long resume. The platforms promise to connect you instantly with demand. It sounds like the perfect solution for a world that craves flexibility, autonomy, and income diversity. But underneath that promise lies a trap that many only see once they are already caught. Gig work often comes with no health insurance, no retirement plan, no paid vacations, and no safety net. Income can fluctuate wildly from one week to the next. One month you might feel financially secure, the next you might struggle to pay rent. And in the gig world, competition is fierce. When anyone anywhere in the world can compete for the same task, the price of labor is driven down. A graphic designer in New York might charge $300 for a project. But if a freelancer in another part of the world offers the same service for $50, many clients will choose the cheaper option. The result is that the gig economy is full of both opportunity and instability. Some thrive, but many struggle. To understand how we got here, we need to step back. The traditional full-time job was once seen as a stable path to security, but technology has disrupted industries over and over. Factories closed or moved abroad. Automation replaced repetitive tasks. The internet changed how services are delivered. Then, platforms emerged that could match supply and demand in real time. Uber didn't invent driving, it reinvented access to drivers. Airbnb didn't invent hosting, it's created a global marketplace for it. The gig economy grew out of this new technological infrastructure. But the latest wave of disruption goes even deeper. Because artificial intelligence is no longer just a tool, it is itself becoming part of the gig economy. Today, people are earning money by using AI tools in creative ways. Consider a freelancer who once spent hours designing logos manually. Now with AI-powered design tools, they can produce drafts in minutes. Clients still pay for customization, creativity, and branding insight, but the process is faster and more efficient. Or think about copywriters. Instead of writing from scratch, many now use AI text generators to create drafts, refine them, and deliver polished results. AI does the heavy lifting, while humans add the nuance. This is a new kind of gig work. Hybrid tasks where the worker's value is amplified by artificial intelligence. But it doesn't stop there. Entire micro-industries have sprung up around teaching people how to use AI effectively. Social media platforms are full of advertisements for AI mastery courses, promising to show you how to make money with chatbots, automated email systems, or content generation. Entrepreneurs package and sell pre-built AI workflows to small businesses who don't have the time or expertise to set them up. Others make money by recording tutorials, creating digital templates, or even by becoming consultants who specialize in integrating AI into business processes. The truth is that an entire gig economy has formed around artificial intelligence itself. In a sense, AI is not just a tool, it is becoming a market. Take, for example, the rise of AI-powered chatbots. A small cafe that cannot afford a 24/7? Customer service team can now hire a freelancer who specializes in setting up a chatbot that answers questions, takes orders, and even processes reservations. That freelancer may not be coding from scratch, they are configuring and training AI models. In other words, they are monetizing their knowledge of how to use the tools. The cafe saves money, the freelancer gets paid, and AI becomes the invisible worker behind the scenes. Multiply that by thousands of small businesses worldwide, and you begin to see the scale. Another fascinating trend is the way people are monetizing a generated content. Artists are selling a generated artwork as digital prints or NFTs. Writers are using AI to produce ebooks, blog posts, or social media content for clients. Even podcasters and YouTubers are hiring gig workers who use AI to create scripts, voiceovers, and video edits. What was once considered science fiction is now everyday commerce. In fact, if you scroll through freelance platforms, you will find entire categories dedicated to AI services. This is no longer niche, it is mainstream. Yet, the same paradox remains. For some, AI enhances their ability to make money and thrive in the gig economy. For others, AI represents a threat because it automates tasks they used to be paid for. A translator might worry when AI can now translate text instantly and cheaply. A voice actor might worry when AI can clone voices with incredible accuracy. The gig economy, supercharged by AI, is both a ladder of opportunity and a conveyor belt of disruption. Who benefits the most from this? The platforms themselves often take a significant cut of every transaction. They control visibility through algorithms, deciding which workers get promoted and which remain invisible. It creates a winner-take-all dynamic. A small percentage of gig workers rise to the top, commanding high fees, while the majority compete in a race to the bottom. It is not just rideshare drivers who experience this dynamic. It is also graphic designers, writers, AI specialists, and online tutors. The same structure repeats itself across industries. The few thrive, the many hustle. Governments and societies are now grappling with the consequences. Should gig workers receive portable benefits that follow them across jobs? Should platforms be required to provide minimum pay standards? Should gig workers be allowed to unionize or collectively bargain with the platforms? Different countries are experimenting with different solutions. Some push for regulation, others resist to preserve the flexibility that attracts people to gig work in the first place. Meanwhile, workers themselves are organizing, creating cooperatives or building new platforms designed to prioritize worker well-being instead of platform profits. It is a battle over the soul of the gig economy. And yet, for individuals entering this world, the most practical advice remains clear. If you are considering gig work, you need to treat it as a business. That means managing your finances carefully, setting aside money for taxes, saving for emergencies, and diversifying your sources of income. It also means investing in your skills. In a gig economy where technology evolves so quickly, the value of your skills today may diminish tomorrow. Learning how to use AI tools, understanding digital marketing, or mastering online communication are not optional. They are survival skills. And community matters too. Gig work can be isolating, but networks of freelancers often share advice, support, and opportunities. Social capital becomes as important as financial capital. The future of work will not be one size fits all. For some, the gig economy will be a stepping stone to entrepreneurship. For others, it will be a permanent way of life. For still others, it will remain a side hustle to supplement traditional jobs. But what is undeniable is that the boundaries between traditional employment and gig work are blurring. Even large companies are increasingly hiring contract workers for specialized tasks. AI accelerates this trend by making it easier to distribute work, measure performance, and connect global talent. The real question is not whether the gig economy will be part of our future, it already is. The question is how we will shape it to balance flexibility with fairness, opportunity with stability. So as you think about your own career, ask yourself, are you prepared to thrive in a world where work is fragmented, where skills matter more than titles, and where artificial intelligence is both your greatest ally and your toughest competitor? The gig economy is here. The revolution is underway. The choice of how we navigate it and whether we allow it to empower or exploit us is ours. Thank you for joining me today. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Together we can make finance a force for good.